Welcome. It's week 10 of the Legacy League. Got a lot of great matchups this week. We're kicking it off with the Daily Cheap Shot and Mr. M. Mr. M is kind of running this league right now. 2 games up on everybody. It's going to get a little closer after this week. No Tyreek Hill, no Raheem Mostert. That's going to be a big damaging blow for Mr. M this week. Brees Hall, great matchup. Jonathan Taylor, great matchup. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, great matchup. This is the week everybody gets a little closer as we get closer to the playoffs. No more two-game lead. It's down to 1, and then anything can happen in the last couple weeks of the regular season. Great matchup, high scoring, but DCS gets the win. Next up, it's the ladies of the Legacy League. Baby Love versus Steel Revenge. This is a matchup to see who's going to move on and possibly make the playoffs. Both teams are 3-6. A lot of teams are at 4-5, right on that bubble of making the playoffs. If you want to stay in the mix, you win this week. Now, Steel Revenge, I like the move at picking up Derek Carr last week. Don't love going back to Brock Purdy this week. I think Carr's the right fit, but hey, it's not my team. On the other side, Baby Love, CeeDee Lamb is going to have a stud day. He's become a number 1 receiver for real this year. He looks like it. He plays like it. And look for Geno Smith to get right against Washington. Now, Washington, I believe, they're trying to lose for whatever reason, I think. They're giving away defensive players. Look for Geno to get right and to be able to find DK or Tyler Lockett deep down the field a couple of times today. Geno gets back on track, as with Seattle, and Baby Love gets the win over Steel Revenge. Next up, Build Back Better versus Jahan Solo and the Wookiees. I'd love to have a long write-up on this, but it's really simple. Build Back Better is better at every position except tight end and head coach, and those aren't big differences. For that and that alone, this is a roll this week for Build Back Better. Next up on the docket, we have Divorce Court and Atlanta, Kibbles, and Vicks. 2 of the top teams in the league going head-to-head. Should be a close matchup all the way down the rosters. To me, quarterback, both subpar. Not a fan of either one. We're playing Taylor Heinicke and Will Levis in week 10 of the fantasy season. I don't get it, but hey, it's not my lineup. Don't care. Down the road, running backs clearly go to Divorce Court. Wide receivers are definitely on the side of the Atlanta Kibbles and Vicks. Tight ends, defense, pretty much a wash. So what's the difference? Very simple. The kicker, Younghoe Koo. He is going to have another big week for the Falcons because they can't score touchdowns. So Taylor Heinicke is going to get him down there. Younghoe Koo is going to kick the field goal. And it's going to be Atlanta Kibbles and Vicks in a close battle. All right, next up, we have a very important matchup for totally different reasons. We have who gives a crap up against the old 69er. Now, the key here is who gives a crap ever since he quit giving a crap has now won a couple of games. Now sitting at 5-4, looking to be in pretty good shape. The old 69er, it's been rough. 6 straight losses. Things just not looking good. And this week might be more of the same. Great quarterback matchup, Justin Herbert versus Lamar Jackson. Who doesn't love that kind of matchup in fantasy football? Running backs are pretty much a wash, but the receiver position is where we really see the issue. And it's not that the receivers for who gives a crap are so difficult to overcome. It's the fact that 69er is missing Justin Jefferson and now down T. Higgins. That's just going to be too much to overcome. Who gives a crap is going to pick up another win and get to 6-4, and it'll be right in the mix of the playoff contention. And feel bad, old 69er looks to be falling to 2-8. Closing out the week, we've got Full Tilt Mode and the Vinegar Strokes. Now, I'm a betting man, and I've been betting against Full Tilt Mode week after week after week. When am I going to learn? Well, guess what? It's not this week because I'm betting against them again. CJ Stroud has been fantastic, but that Cinderella slipper is going to come off, and he's going to turn back into a pumpkin at some point. I just don't think CJ's that good. At least not yet. Adding Tank Dell is going to help. I love that wide receiver quarterback combination. They've been great, but Just don't think it continues for another week. On the Vinegar Stroke side, two solid running backs, Josh Jacobs, Kenneth Walker. Really, really feel good about those guys. And then you have Joe Burrow looking like Joe Burrow. And the matchup I like, Terry McLaurin, he's underwhelmed a little bit. I expect a little more out of him. But he's facing a really Seattle defense. They have struggled, whereas the defense of Washington is trying to give players away. The offense is not. They should be pretty good today against Seattle, and look for Terry McLaurin to kind of get off the schneid and really put together a really good week and try to be more consistent as the year goes along. But this is the week. Vinegar Strokes takes down the hottest team in the Legacy League in full tilt mode and brings the top half a little bit closer together in the process. So, hey, good luck, and let's get it.